about a week where I stopped, I cried, I pitied myself, of course, and I thought that my life was over. Losing a job when you a job immigrant, it's like when they get ground out under your feet, because well, my whole life is kind of like built around my job. I moved to a small town in the southern Germany. No one knows the name of the town. It's like super small, but the headquarters of my company is located there. So I moved my life exactly to this location. I've got a flat. Then I moved to a better option. It's been only probably a year since I furnished it with my boyfriend, and yeah, started slowly to build my presence here. I've got I had to buy a car to go to work, and started to build a little circus of friends, of people I enjoy spending time with. So, like brick by brick, I built my life around. But at the end of the day, if you don't have work here, what are you even doing in Germany? My whole visa application process, my whole status here is being an employee. And unlike anyone think that, hey, maybe now she's going to get this unemployment money and she's going to profit from our taxes. Well, no, I very much want to work. I want to contribute to, well, at least my payment history. It's something I wanted to share with you because when I created this YouTube channel, I decided to be as open as possible in sharing my life in Germany, methods of coping with difficulties, bureaucracy, getting driver license. I just want to share my story, and if this video will help someone in the same situation to cope with this and to relate to that, I will be very happy because honestly, there is nothing good about it. It sucks. It sucks. But and people say it will become better, maybe one day, but in the moment, it sucks a lot. So what happened? We've got new CEO, and there have been talks about restructuring their organization. And no, it doesn't have to do anything with AI. I guess it even makes things worse in my case because the company has been profiting for years and years, and we've just celebrated in December a huge profit. Everyone got their bonuses, and then the new CEO comes, the new investor comes. I don't want to get in many details. There have been rumors, and yet I still was not prepared that it's going to be me. And that is a mistake because honestly, I think you should be always ready for that to happen to you. And especially nowadays when more and more company practice it and when it unfortunately becomes a new norm. So I would say if you're watching this video and you still have your job, maybe just refresh your CV, maybe even look in the market because I can tell you getting in there and doing interviews, it's a whole new skill set. And I'm sure you know that everyone who's doing interviews right now, with every new one, you're just becoming better. At the end of March, I've got a one-on-one with my manager, and I already have an idea what it will be about. But it was hugely personal for me because, well, I'm not gonna lie, I love my team. I love my work. I enjoy it every day there. That's why it's been so hard to process it. Luckily, I got a day off on that day, and then yeah, there's been whole months to sign up an agreement. We've got a company agreement where they offered a special bonus for everyone who signs up this program, a few months of payment. So, and what also is very important, whenever you sign up a contract with the company, check what termination deadline they have, because in my case it's the last month of the quarter. So it's basically from the signing of contract I have 3 more months before they can officially fire me. So even with all of the support, when the time runs out, you can still register for the job agency and then get support from the government where they will pay you. So it depends on how long have you been working and paying, because you pay in taxes for the future. If ever you lose your job, this will be the money that you're going to get back that will support you in the time being. Yeah, so you can take your time a little bit, not too long, I think, and just start applying, start maybe thinking of what you want to do. They can also offer you outplacement, which in my company they did. This is where you get a special consultant looking at your resume, at your skill set, and maybe advising you how to go through interviews, what you have to put on your resume, etc., etc. So I've got the news, and I've been obviously quite devastated, and yet we still went on long vacations in Japan because it was planned, it was paid, and it was very much anticipated. And it's been one of the best trips ever. I don't know if you will be interested in seeing vlogs from there, but there's definitely a vlog coming. I don't know, before or after this video, maybe it's already there. But yeah, I mean, we did go there, and funnily enough, I've even had my interview scheduled there because there was one company that I was absolutely excited to work with, and their HR contacted me directly. They liked my resume and they offered me an interview, and they loved my CV, they loved my LinkedIn profile. That's why I always say keep it up, write something, post something. It does help. It does help. Anyway, so I got this interview. I was preparing. I visited a night cafe in Kyoto. It was an interesting experience. I needed a noise isolated room with good internet, and we found this place, booked it in a few hours, and it went super smoothly. I thought it went very well. It's been an hour. We connected right away. We've had great talk, but like you never know, right? And I told them that specifically for them, the interview started at 9 p.m. in my time zone, but I take this opportunity very seriously. So in the midst of my vacations, I planned this meeting. I went there and I gave my 100%, but I got rejected, and that hit hard. For some reason, I was sure that now I'm going to find my job super fast. It's been like, what, maybe 2 weeks after I got the news. And I was like, yeah, gonna make the video soon how I was hired at that company. It's a huge name, you know, definitely, but not going to disclose it now. And yeah, I've even been at their office in Tokyo because, again, this is a huge international agency and they have offices around the world. I made a photo. I thought, oh, that would be so cute to post on LinkedIn. Anyways, so yeah, I didn't get this job, didn't apply that much during vacations, gave myself time. And then I came back at end of April and I really started to apply. And now I've had some more interviews still in the active process, but there are many people fighting for these openings. For example, if it's Berlin, it would be 1 hour posted, 100 applicants already, and it's only on LinkedIn. And there are other platforms like Stepstone, like Glassdoor, where you can also apply then directly through contacts. What are the steps that I followed after I got laid off? And maybe it will help you. First of all, I gave myself some time. I think it's been about a week. I think it's like normal grievance process when you lose something. Yeah, anyway, mentally it's very hard. So you have to get through that. And it might take a week, might take 2 weeks. But I would say it is also at the same time important to get over this stage. And well, I'm not sure I've got over it yet, but it's been over a month now, and I still sometimes notice how I would zone out or I won't have any desire to do something. I decided to go in therapy. And no, there won't be any ad, unfortunately. But this is something that works for me. I decided to talk about this issue. At the end of the day, it's very important to have someone you can rely on to support you because you don't have to go through this alone. And this is also part of the reason why I'm making this video, to support you and support myself. Like, talking about problems does help a lot. It's like free therapy. At the end of the day, you cannot influence some things. And in the world we live in right now, this unfortunately has become quite a norm. So many companies laying people off, doing restructuring, laying people off because of AI, shutting down the whole manufacturing facilities because now the new investor has come and asks for more profit, you know. So you can never blame yourself, but it is very hard not to. Hope this video helped you, or at least it was entertaining to hear me yapping about all of that. See you soon. Bye.